there, I'm Pastor Molly, and you are watching Z Kids Online.
Hey Pre-Z Kids, are you ready for this month's memory verse? Power clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Power clap. Everyone that heard him was amazed. Luke 2:47. Hey Pre-Z Kids, my name is Miss Hope, and it's time for our true story straight from the Bible. Today, I want to tell you an amazing true story about Jesus. Now, there are so many awesome things we know for sure about Jesus. He's God's Son, He's an amazing teacher, and today we'll see Jesus do something no one else can do. One day, Jesus entered a town, and when people heard he was there, they came running. In fact, everyone crammed into this little house where Jesus was teaching, and they were so excited to see Jesus. But they weren't the only ones who wanted to see Jesus. There was a man who had to be carried by 4 of his friends because his legs didn't work and he couldn't walk. When the man and his friends heard that Jesus, God's Son, was in town, they wanted to see him. They knew he could do amazing things. But the house was full of people, and they could not get in the front door. So, what do you think the friends did? Do you think they gave up and went home? No. Do you think they found a way inside? Yes, they found a way inside. They decided to climb on the roof. All right, let's pretend we're climbing like this. Whew. Now they're on the roof. But how are they going to get their friend inside? They need to dig a hole in the roof. Grab your shovels and dig a hole with me. Dig, dig, dig. Great job. The friends dug a hole in the roof and lowered the man to see Jesus. When Jesus saw how much the man and his friends believed that he could help, Jesus did something amazing. Jesus told the man to get up and walk. And he did. Jesus made him all better. All of the people were amazed. Show me your amazed face. The people who saw what Jesus did had never seen anything like it. Jesus is God's Son, and he can do things no one else can do. He is out of this world amazing. Tell me, who is amazing? Jesus is amazing. One more time. Who is amazing? Jesus is amazing.
Hey Z Kids, are you ready for this month's memory verse? Power clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Power clap! Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Luke 16:10. Hey Z Kids, I'm Miss Kate, and I'm so glad you're watching. 2021 is here. And everywhere you turn, people are talking about their plans that they have for the new year. We thought it would be a great time to talk about a few important rules for life. You know how when you're playing a board game, there are rules you have to follow? Well, in the same way, there are rules for living that will help us live a way that God wants us to live. We can show how much we trust God by the way we live every day. We can choose to live with responsibility. Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what is expected of you. Are you ready for this week's Bible in 5? Let's go! We have a lot of rules to follow, and those rules keep us safe. They make things good and right for everyone. Did you know that God set up rules for His people to follow? He did. As we read in the Old Testament, God gave His people rules to keep them safe and to help them. In fact, the Jewish people had 613 different laws to follow. 613? Plus, they made even more rules to try to keep from breaking any of those 613 laws. There were some religious leaders called the Pharisees that thought the only thing that mattered was keeping the laws and the rules. They figured that if they followed the laws and the rules perfectly, then they could feel like they were better than everyone else. But when Jesus came, He helped people see things differently. We can see that very clearly in a conversation Jesus had during his last week on earth. Jesus had entered Jerusalem with lots of people clapping and cheering for him.
Yay, Jesus! Hosanna! Palm Sunday! Woohoo!
But Jesus also knew that the religious leaders wanted to trick him. They wanted to get him to say something bad so they could tell everyone that he wasn't actually the Son of God. One of those religious leaders asked Jesus a sneaky question. Teacher, which is the most important commandment in the law? Wow, this religious leader was trying to get Jesus to choose one of the laws as the most important one. Of course, Jesus knew that this man was trying to trick him. Here's what Jesus said was the most important. Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your mind. This is the first and most important commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself." Everything that is written in the law and the prophets is based on these two commandments. Jesus didn't say that all the commandments were the most important. He didn't read all 613 different laws. Jesus answered with two very simple ideas. Love God and love others. Aww. It's about showing how much we love God by showing love to the people around us. When we look around, we can see lots of examples of people showing love. Remember last year when COVID-19 first started making people sick? Well, during that time, there were doctors and nurses who put themselves at risk every day as they went to work and took care of others. Or how about at the food bank? They give food to people who are hungry and don't have money to buy enough food for their families. How about our coaches and our teachers and small group leaders? They show us how much they care about us in so many ways. They work hard and give their time to help us learn and grow. Aww! If we look around, we can see lots of great ways that other people choose to show love. But it isn't just about what other people do. We can show love too. After all, Jesus made it so clear and so simple. The most important thing we can do is love God and love others. We don't have to wait until we grow up to do that. That's something we can do at any age. Listen to what the Apostle Paul wrote to his young friend Timothy. 1 Timothy 4:12 says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Set an example for the believers in what you say and how you live. Also set an example of how you love and what you believe. Show the believers how to be pure." There are so many ways you can show love, even though you're young. You can show love to your mom and your dad by putting your laundry in the hamper, just like you're supposed to do. You can also look around the house for other things that need to be picked up. And you can pick them up, even if no one asks you. That would be love for sure. Maybe you can run out to help your grandma when she gets home from the grocery store. You could put down your book or pause the TV and offer to help her carry the bags inside. You could follow the rules and eat what's made for you at dinner. But that's not all. You could also tell your dad how delicious the food is and thank him for making it for you. You could wash your hands really well and remind your little brother to do it too. It's for his own good. You could wait your turn patiently without complaining. Or you could even let someone else go in front of you first. As followers of Jesus, we have a responsibility to love God by loving others. That's what Jesus said was the most important thing. That means that it's about more than just following the rules. We don't have to wait for someone to tell us to do something. We can decide for ourselves. We can choose to love by being helpful and kind and treating others the way we want to be treated. Jesus made it so clear for us. Here's the #1 rule we should live by every day. Love God and love others.
Thanks for watching. To stay up to date, you can like, subscribe, or ring the notification bell.